Welcome back to our viewers joining us on Sky Sports. Less than 1 year ago, Boxer and Sky put together the biggest night in the history of women's boxing. More than 2 million people here in the United Kingdom watched that show, and millions more around the world. And they've decided to bring undisputed championship boxing here to the United Kingdom again for another great night of women's boxing. And now it is time to bring up the main eventers for this Saturday's show, live from the AO Arena in Manchester, live on Sky Sports and ESPN Plus and dozens of more networks around the world. I would like to welcome back the promoter of this event, the head of Boxer, Mr. Ben Shalom, and joining Ben Shalom on stage and directing this press conference from Sky Sports, Mr. Andy Scott. And now to introduce the two women at the top of the bill, live from Manchester this Saturday, looking to deliver a historic night of boxing as the world watches. 10 rounds for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. First, the challenger, joined by her coach, Peter Fury. She hails from Hartlepool, England. She is a two-time Olympian with 12 wins, 10 of which coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the former WBO middleweight champion of the world and the former undisputed championship contender, please welcome the silent assassin, Savannah Marshall. And now the champion, the undisputed champion, joined by her manager on stage, Peter Kahn. Please welcome the athlete, promoter, fashion designer, and singer from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. She is the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Crews-Dezurn.
Well, a very warm welcome to New Century Manchester, a venue steeped in history. Jimi Hendrix, the Jackson 5, Pink, and The Who have all performed here. And on this stage, we have a couple of performing artists at the very top of their trade. This could well be a heavy metal contest. On one side, the challenger, back at a new weight, back to prove a point, no doubt, and back to become a champion once again. The silent assassin, Savannah Marshall, flanked by her esteemed trainer, Peter Fury. On the other, the champion, our visitor from the United States of America. As Big Mo said, she's multi-talented, her own promoter, a fashion designer, and a singer. But today, she sits here with all the belts as the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. It's the heavy-hitting diva, Franchon Crews-Dezurn, flanked by her manager, the Boxing Writers Association of America Manager of the Year, it's Peter Kahn as well. But straight to our own rock star, Ben Shalom. I mean, you must be delighted to put on a top of the bill like this, another undisputed clash. It's back-to-back in terms of Boxer and Savannah Marshall. And yes, the original top of the bill fell away, but you were confident that you want to proceed with this for all the right reasons.
Yeah, as I say, there's not many fighters you can do that with, but Savannah Marshall is certainly one. Here we are again, another undisputed. Have to thank Sky, have to thank ESPN for the support of women's boxing. It's truly incredible. Undisputed fights don't come around very often. We have another one. It's in Manchester. Thank you to Mick Hennessy for his constant support, and thank you to Peter Kahn, who has made this fight one of the easiest undisputed fights I think that's ever been made. Franchon Crews has been a pleasure as well, and we promote this fight with HHD Promotions. It's going to be a spectacle on Saturday night. This really feels like the heavyweight division of women's boxing. Franchon has been a champion for a long time now. This will be her toughest test, and Savannah's here to prove a point. After an absolutely unbelievable night at the O2, she felt she went away. There were certain things that she didn't quite get right on the night. And when the rematch wasn't going to happen, this was the fight that had to happen for Savannah Marshall. And here we are days away, and it really is all or nothing on Saturday night.
Yeah, and that's why you've built it as such. Just stepping back from all of that, both teams are going to presumably do a lot of talking now and talk it up. But from a fight point of view, when the first bell rings, I think that boxers' side of things are pretty confident this style-wise has got all the makings of a very, very watchable fight.
I think so. Franchon is going to, in my opinion, she's going to stick it on Savannah. She thinks she's going to use her advantage, her size advantage, her experience at the weight. But Savannah Marshall's here to prove why we believe she's the most heavy-hitting female in the sport, and she's here to put on a statement. It really is a 50-50 fight. I think it's going to be absolutely everything that we expect. And as I say, this is the heavyweight division of the women's sport, and it's the two best, and it's the elite, and it's undisputed for the Ring Magazine belt as well. It doesn't get any bigger. There isn't any more you could put on the line on Saturday night, and it's going to be in front of 8,000 fans at the Manchester Arena.
Yeah, I mean, you set it up perfectly there. It's only fair to go straight to the champion. Franchon, great to see you again. What are the emotions now you've landed and you're on the ground and you're in Manchester? You did some great build-up alongside Savannah, and we've been entertained so far. Last little bit of talking still to come, but what are your emotions now, fight week's upon us?
Oh, I'm happy. I am present. I am living everything I envisioned. And at the end of July 1st, Saturday night, it's just going to be another icing on another cake. When I win against Savannah Marshall, thank you to Manchester. You guys have been very hospitable. Thank you to Sky, to Boxer for partnering with the Heavy Hitting Diva Promotions, and shout out to ESPN for getting us shown in the United States, around the world. I mean, I've been looking at the promotion, and you know, that energy is very different. When I'm in Savannah's presence, she has nothing to say, but when she's doing interviews, she has so much to say. And I just ask that she keeps that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Are you as confident now camp is over? You were confident before, but now you've done the 10 or 12 weeks it's been, and you've worked on a game plan alongside headbangers and your trainer. Are you more confident, as confident? What would you say?
I mean, I love the reference that Ben gave that this would be a heavy metal, because I mean, my gym is called Headbangers, because that's what we do. I want to shout out my family in Florida and my husband, Glenn. We've been putting a lot of work in, and as you can see from this picture to what you see right now, I definitely came to work. I didn't come to play. I didn't come to be friends. I came to kick her ass, straight like that.
You referenced that you feel that Savannah is different in interviews to when she's in your presence. Do you crave that verbal battle? Does it matter to you if you don't get it today?
No, the contract is signed, and we're going to fight on Saturday night. Trust me, I'm not like her. Unfortunately, she got a defeat because she underestimated. That's what happens when you get content. That's what happens when you think everything is going to be given to you. You let somebody come in your hometown and beat you, dog walk you, and that is not Alicia Baumgartner's word, but you let somebody come and take something that you thought was yours because you got complacent. That's you. That's not me. I don't have to deal with that. You don't have to say anything. You feel my energy. Go ahead.
I didn't get complacent at all.
Yes, you did. And you blame your trainer. And you blame your trainer.
I didn't blame Peter at all.
Yes, you did.
No, never. I was asked what went wrong, and I said, ask Peter.
So
that's not me blaming him.
So how are you going to make it right on a whole different fighter?
You're nothing like Clarissa.
So how are you going to make it right on me?
You're nothing like Clarissa Franchon.
Yeah, I know.
You're nothing like Clarissa, and you're not going to dog walk me at all.
Ooh, you got some
confidence
like that
one.
Now.
You like that one?
Yeah, I need that.
I brought it. It's got spicy. We're here.
Because you know what?
Now we've got
I
2
understand.
days.
I know it's very difficult when you're in front of your friends. I know the same thing. You're not going to beat me up or verbally assault me in front of my friends. So do what you have to do to feel good. Do what you have to do to feel like something, because I don't want
the reality of it is, Franchon, I don't have to say anything. I'm a better fighter than you.
Oh,
I'm a better
check the
fighter than you.
resume. Where you at? You started at super middleweight. We started pro at the same time.
We did.
Why did you try to skip around and get the easy way?
Between me and you is, this is the difference between me and you, right?
Please tell me.
You sit about on your lazy ass waiting for opportunities. This is why you've boxed twice in 2 years. The difference was me. I was at super middle. You didn't entertain me. You didn't give me a shot. You didn't want to know.
You
So I moved up.
So you think
I moved up
Hennessy-
to light everywhere there was a title shot for me. Fell through. Again, no title shot for me to middle. So I moved down to middle to box Hannah Rankin. Same with Shadisa Green. She sat as your mandatory for over a year, and you don't want to know. So what? Who's the mugger, yeah?
But listen,
Who's the mug?
listen, I'm
Do you want
trying
me
to
to sit
figure
about,
out.
get myself in a position
I'm
where I'm a
trying to fi-
mandatory and wait
I'm
about
trying
for you
to
to give
figure
me a
out
title
how-
shot?
I'm trying to figure
No,
out how I'm
that's
not
the
creating my
difference.
own
You're
opportunities when I'm in
faffing
your
about on your soul
hometown,
machine.
headlining
Go out
in your
and find
country.
opportunities. You
I'm
say I have
America.
things given to me on a silver platter, like what? You've given me involuntary defence.
You finished?
Wow.
You finished?
You're the good
so I can
Samaritan.
read you for
That's the only
Are
thing
you
you've
finished?
given to me. A voluntary defence.
how-
Well, weak, because you didn't want to entertain your mandatory. And
How
that's
you-
what it
how-
boils down to.
How are you going to say, first, I'm going to just rip you apart from your first line. How are you going to say I sit on my lazy ass when it took him 5 minutes to introduce me because I do so many things? Hold up, I gave you time. I gave you time.
All right,
Let's be
okay,
respectful.
okay.
How can you say that I sat on my lazy ass and didn't create an opportunity when you fight on the card that I'm co-promoting? My name is the Heavy Hitting D promotion.
Co-promoting, because no one else wants to promote you.
Hey, baby, but listen, how am I sitting on my lazy ass not creating opportunities when you got hustle personified right here? Don't ever play with me or play with my
Franchon,
name.
there's no one else in the division.
Because you know
There's
why?
no one else.
Let me tell you something. I self-manage myself
Because no one
for
else is a
90% of my career.
Yeah.
I made deals with Golden Boy. I made deals with all these other promoters.
Good on you.
When you
got
had
off the
things
couch,
handed to
good on
you, why did you leave America? Why did you leave?
Because
why
the
did you leave?
opportunity wasn't
Baby,
there for
I've
me.
been there.
I was there.
I've
and
been
fights
there.
Fell through,
I'm still here.
I haven't got time
but your
to sit
opportunity
about.
is here
I haven't
now,
got time to
and
sit
all
about.
you do is talk about Clarissa because
People
you're
ask
so
me about
butthurt
Clarissa
because you lost. Let me
because
tell
there's
you.
no one
Let me
else
tell
in
you
these
the difference.
divisions,
Let me tell.
Franchon.
No,
There's
listen.
no
Let me
one else
tell
in
you
these
the difference.
divisions.
Let
No
me
one
tell
knew
you the
you
difference.
were till you called me out on that show.
Let me tell
now
you.
all of a sudden you're
I
trying
don't
to sell
care.
this, trying
I
to
don't
sell
care.
singles.
The
You know what I
difference
mean? There's a reason why you're not on top of the pops.
The difference is, and I hope Clarissa's watching. The difference
probably
is, I took a fight with that woman, a two-time
Right,
Olympic
about
gold
10
medalist,
years ago.
on a 2.5 week notice. I lost, and I'm right here, undisputed.
Well
History.
done. Well
I did
done,
that. Let me
Franchon.
tell you
Well
something.
done.
You had 10 years, 10 rounds, 10 months to prepare. You couldn't even do it. So don't you ever disrespect me like that.
Listen,
You trying to right your
total
wrongs, and
different
you got
fight.
promoters
You-
like
you-
Ben. You got promoters like
you had-
Ben.
you had
Shout
four-
out to Ben, who still give you opportunity that you don't deserve. So you better kiss
You
my
know,
feet and
you
be
give
happy
me the
I came to the
opportunity.
ring to
Good
give you
Samaritan.
opportunity.
You give
You
me the
should be
opportunity.
happy.
You called me
Be
out.
happy.
That's the difference here.
Let's-
She
hey,
called me out.
let's talk-
She's making out like I
Do I
begged her
need-
for this fight.
Listen.
She called me out.
Listen.
That's the difference.
But
So all
listen.
this crap I've had
Hold
stuff
on,
given to
hold
me on
on.
silver platters.
But when
No,
those
you haven't even got a
ringside
promoter.
rankings come
I've
out,
got you on
when
this
those
show.
ringside rankings comes out,
This platform,
Ring
look at the
Magazine
records.
rankings,
Why
pound
are
for
you
pound
here?
list, pound for
There'd
pound
be a little
list.
pop-up
They don't
shop
put me
in
on it.
the AO Arena selling garments. Probably promoted by Heavy Hitting Promotions.
Let me just interject for a second.
Speak facts, Savannah. Speak facts. That's all I ask,
I've
baby
got,
girl.
I've got one more question for you, Franchon. What sort of a fight are you expecting for Savannah? This is all great. Everyone's enjoying the trash talk, but the business end of it, when the lights come down, it's just you, her, and the referee. What sort of fight are you actually expecting?
You know what? I want y'all to close your eyes and envision that. I'm going to tell you the difference. Because if you took all these cameras, all these people, take all the crowd, and just put me and her in the gym with ourselves, I'll show you what kind of fight. You know what kind of fight it is. But to you, you think I'm going to be so stupid. And for you to insult me like I ain't been kicking ass in the amateurs right alongside you. I ain't been kicking ass in the pros right alongside you. To insult me and say the only hope I have to win is coming in reckless and stupid. No, don't project on me. That's what you hope I do, because that's the only way you think you can beat me. I'm better than you. I'm more diverse than you. I done went through plenty of systems. You done got these opportunities. How you a two-time Olympic gold medalist?
Know anything
Girl,
about me.
please.
don't
You
know
never
what
had
I've been
competition
through.
over here in the UK. Since we gonna always bring up Clarissa, because that's your secret place in your mind that you go to feel like something, because she took your soul. I'm here to close the casket. I'm here
Everyone
to
here
close
knows
the
I never
casket.
bring her up. I get
I'm here
asked
to
about
close the
her. I
casket.
get asked about her. Even this build-up, no one's asking about
No,
Franchon Crews.
it
Everyone's
don't
asking about the
matter.
rematch with Clarissa.
Check them
So where it
history
is.
books. Check them history books. I even got your sidekick, April Hunt, and her sister shook. See, this is what you had to do with Clarissa. This is the difference. When Clarissa came, oh, we got to jump her. We got to be disrespectful to an undisputed champion, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, to a fucking bum who ain't even earned the right to even say anything to them.
What are you doing?
No, I'm
What are
telling
you
you.
doing?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
doing?
Is that going to get you ready to fight?
No, but what you doing?
No, because y'all
Get
disrespected
a grip.
greatness.
Get a
Y'all
grip.
disrespected greatness
Get
for
a
no
grip.
reason, and it shouldn't
Get
have
a grip,
happened.
Franchon.
And you're not
Come
going to
on.
play with
Come
me.
on. What
So
you
you can
doing?
insult. You and Peter think you're going to come in crazy.
No, what
Don't
it
worry
is
about it.
because
Don't worry
I've
about
actually
it.
spoke up. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sick of this dog walking crap. What are you going on about? Silver platters.
Let me come to you now, Savannah. I had written down that maybe your quietness was mistaken for a lack of confidence, but I'm going to scrub that from the record today. It's a new weight, but the goal remains the same for you.
100%, yeah. New weight, a lot more natural for me. I'm feeling a lot stronger, and this is it. 2 days away.
I'll ask the same question. What sort of fight are you expecting? I wrote down, Franchon said there that she feels that she's more diverse than you, that more adaptive. She can change her game plan on the fly. Do you think that she has been pigeonholed a little bit into this pressure fighter, aggressive fighter, that maybe her technical boxing skills are being overlooked? What have you and Peter Fury, without saying too much, what have you identified?
Look, she's undisputed champion for a reason. She's strong, she's tough. She uses her strength, she uses her weight. She's very unorthodox, and she's a strong pressure fighter.
Do you think, this is a strange question as well, but we might as well go there. Do you think that actually there is some respect between the two of you despite the last sort of 15 minutes there?
Of course. Like, this is why people draw to me, because I am real. I'm a student of this game, and I've been in this game for a long time, just like she's been a long time. If I was to sit here and take away what she has, you can't take history book away. She is a two-time Olympic participant. She is a former world champion. That's why I want to fight you. Yes, you have a country behind you, but that's why I want to fight you, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than me. When I hang up the gloves, they're going to see that two women can headline a card and put on a great night of fighting. I'm coming to fight, but it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. You could throw sticks, you could talk all you want. I can't fight, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm a goon. I am a goon, I am hustle personified, and I'm here because I work my ass off to be here. And if anybody think they're gonna take anything from me, that's Boxer, that's Savannah, that's Peter, that's the whole crew, they got another thing coming, because I'm willing to die. And you laugh now, you're gonna cry later, April. Make sure you good for your fight. Where's she at? Where's she at? You just got verbally assaulted, calm down.
Is there something there that you both agree on, that actually October, the big question after that was, where does the sport go next? How can we capitalise on that? And do you think actually that those seeds that were planted on that night are already starting to grow now? The fact that we're back here, we're headlining, yes, albeit in different circumstances, but we're headlining again with an undisputed fight, shows that you've succeeded in that respect.
Yeah, 100%. The reception I got in the O2 was absolutely massive. The whole country's just got behind female sport, and I feel like me and all the other females boxers are just riding this massive wave. The fact that, you know, the main event fell through and Boxer and Sky still went ahead with the shows, me and Franchon headlining, is just amazing.
Yes, it is. I agree.
And, you know, without sort of kicking a hornet's nest that doesn't really need any more kicking, but, you know, why not? You were heavy-handed at the weight below. Everybody knew that. The record said as much. Do you believe that you're bringing that power up? And it's worth asking the question, do you believe you hit hard enough to win this fight by knockout?
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, I'm not having to struggle to make the weight. I always made middleweight. I always made it properly, but it was a bit of a struggle. This time it's been a lot more easier. The camp's been a lot more enjoyable. I'm not having to bring my weight down a lot earlier. So yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, let's all take a breath and shift down a gear.
I want to see a good fight. I want to see proper fights, not picked fights.
Every time I'm in a ring, it's a big fight. It's going to be proper. It's going to be entertaining. Trust me.
Well, it will be. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm best of luck to both of them. And the thing is as well, we appreciate you coming over here, bringing the belt, putting it on the line. So, listen, there's no badness from me. There's no animosity from me. I respect all good fighters. And I want to see a good fight, and we're going to get it. And listen, whatever happens, happens. But look,
I'm going to win, though, Peter.
no, but listen, Hey, there's no guarantees in this life. I want to win the lottery, but I haven't won yet. But the thing is, it's like anything else. We'll train hard. She's trained very hard. She's ticked all the boxes. There's no excuses. And the thing is, what it comes down to, you can have the best trainers, you can have everything, you can have Einstein in the corner. But when it comes down to it, and you're in these 50-50 fights, you've got to have something inside you which is a little bit special. And you've got to dig to places that you don't want to be. And you've got to adjust on your feet and think for yourself in there. You know, no trainer's got a key in a world-class fighter's back and keeps turning it. We're here to advise, point out things, but ultimately it comes down when you're in 50-50 fights.
You preaching to the choir.
Who is
the same
who
thing
is
I
the best
said when
fighter?
I came here.
So at the
and
end
I'm
of the
glad
day,
that you
that's
learned
where
that.
we are.
It's
So
some things you
let's
can't
see.
teach, and you're
Let's
gonna
see,
see.
and I want to see.
Welcome to my world, Savannah.
Let's see.
I'm gonna take you into the darkness. I'm gonna take you into the deep waters. I'm gonna show you what it means to be a winner. I'm gonna show you what it means to be a winner. I'll give it to you. If you beat me, all hats to you. I'm happy because you know what? I touched the soul and made them better. But it's not gonna happen.